customer segment which is identified, if you want to build the credit card features, the first step to it would be to identify which all spends that particular credit target segment already makes, right? And then supplement these spends as well as identify potential spends from these customers to serve their needs, financial needs for those spends by this credit card product, right? So in the first part, like once you identify, let's say a particular target segment, which can be a student target segment, right? Now, for a student target segment, typical purchases that he would make would be for stationery, for like his food, for his pen, school or different fees kind of a purchase kind of things, right? So all these things should basically be considered, and some brands should be associated for that particular card, right? So if the card is for a particular school, right, then that particular school spends is definitely going to happen on that particular card, right? So you should try to subvent some of these charges for that some particular part of these spends on the school fees part, right? And it can be then earned back from the purchases that he's making outside, right? So it's a little complicated here, but I'll try to explain it in a much seamless fashion, right? So what I basically want to say is, let's say a particular school, right? Like let's say Maheshwari Public School, right, is offering a credit card to its students, right? Then basically, if whosoever is utilizing on from those students the card in their own school premises to purchase the uniform from the school, or to, let's say, purchase stationery from that school, then there should be some added benefit for that particular student, right? So effectively, the primary brand of that particular card should have a repeat purchase benefit for the user, in short, right? And there can be further brands which are for the same target segment, right? For the students, there can be some like outside spends which you can also identify, right? Now let's do this by another example. Let's say there is a particular kirana shop user, right, who is basically in the mid range of 30s to 40s, right? And he is like using a particular credit card for making his primary purchases for the shop, right? Which he wants to sell it to the end customer. Then basically he will also make some purchases on the insurance side of it for the shop. Then he would also make some purchases on the aspects like the tax, TDS certificates and everything. He would also make some purchases maybe towards GST filing services, right? So there can be different services which can be identified from the same target customer segment, and there can be some added benefits to it. Maybe not in the form of exactly cashbacks, but maybe in the form of further renewals, right? It can be a benefit. Let's say if a particular customer is renewing his annual benefit from the same card in the coming purchases, right? Then there are some additional benefits of further vouchers, free vouchers on some other brands, right? It can be a lifestyle brand, it can be any other brand that is like catered to that particular customer segment. This kind of personalized offerings basically is what makes the card life longer, or the credit card product life longer for that particular customer, right? I would also want to quote one of the examples of a AU Small Finance Bank credit card. It basically is a credit card where you can avail multiple benefits, and you can also try to use them for a limited period and then change it further, right? This AU Small Finance Bank credit card, what it has is, like, if I am going to a launch, right, I can purchase 10 launch accesses for a quarter or for a year at a nominal fee, right, which will be required to be paid, and then that benefit can be added. Likewise, there are a bunch of other benefits as well. Like if I am making some like other purchases, like on a educational institute fee or anything else, I can add that particular benefit and customize that, right? So I think from a gist of it, if I have to answer it in a single line, making the credit card as personalized and customized to the credit target segment is something that will help you succeed for that particular credit card product for the customer.